Good morning, I'm meteorologist Bo Dodson. It is August 14th, 2016, and we have had a wet 24 to 36 hours across most of the region. Not all of the region, though, about half of it actually. The front has been stalling out along and north of the Ohio River, and the heaviest rain has been right along the front and to the north of the front. That's where it was supposed to be. The heaviest rains have fallen over Missouri and Illinois. Now, we have had widespread 1 to 9 inches of rain over this area. Most of the totals have been in the 2 to 4 inch range, and then pockets of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inches. The gray and white, those are the heaviest totals. Now, the rain band overnight shifted northward, so our northern counties were able to pick up quite a bit of rain, while the southern counties didn't receive too much overnight. Now, Western Kentucky and West Tennessee, you're still waiting on your rain. And remember, the forecast was for widespread 1 to 3 inches of rain between Friday night, Saturday, and this coming Tuesday night. And we still have plenty of time for that to verify. And the forecast was for pockets and bands of 3 to 6 inches of rain, and then pockets of 8 to 10 inches of rain. So that was the forecast, and the heaviest totals were forecast to be over Missouri and Illinois. And so far, that's what's happened. Now, I do have some concerns today. There's a lot of disagreement on what the forecast should and should not say today, so we'll talk about that. Let me show you satellite view this morning. We see the visible satellite showing some clearing here over West Tennessee, the Missouri Boot Hill, parts of West Kentucky, and still quite a few clouds in here as well. But we do have some sun coming through, and that is making the atmosphere unstable. So I do think that any thunderstorms that develop today could be on the strong side, especially across parts of Kentucky into the Missouri Boot Hill and West Tennessee. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. There could be some storms produce damaging winds. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the main rain band has been across the northern part of our area over the last 3 to 6 hours, and I am watching a disturbance moving northward out of Arkansas and Mississippi. And of course, this is just all that Gulf moisture coming up from our no-name tropical system. It hasn't been named. It's not a tropical storm. It's not a hurricane, but a lot of moisture. You've probably seen on the news the severe flooding in Louisiana over the last 24 hours, last couple of days actually. Some places had 30 to 40 inches of rain. A lot of homes damaged from flooding in that area. Now, our region has had steady rains over some of our forecast counties since about Friday night, and radar continues to show, as I showed you a while ago, radar continues to show activity in the region this morning, Sunday morning. We see here, this is the live radar view. We see the heaviest rain, St. Louis, and then into Salem, Illinois, into central Illinois, and then Indiana. We'll be watching this area down here to fill in later today as that disturbance moves northward. Now, there's some debate about what the forecast should and should not be for Kentucky and Tennessee, and it's been a struggle to see the rain develop and move into Kentucky and Tennessee. We did have a little bit Saturday morning over Ballard County, and then that extended into McCracken. Parts of these areas received 1 inch of rain, about 1.6 at my place in Massac County. Up to 2 inches fell over parts of Massac County and Polk County. But then there were other areas that received no rain at all yesterday. We're going to have to keep an eye on the movement of the front and the disturbance to the south for additional thunderstorms to develop. Now, officially, the National Weather Service has dropped the flash flood watch for parts of Kentucky, but I don't think that the threat for flash flooding is over. It's just they feel more confident that the flooding will be centered over Missouri and Illinois. We'll see what happens later today. And remember, this front's going to be with us until Tuesday night, maybe even Wednesday, although we think it will move out by Wednesday. Another system may approach our region later this week as well and deliver more rain that we really do not need. Take a look at a higher resolution satellite view, and here's all these clouds from Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri into Illinois and Indiana. And then you see this black area that represents sunshine, where you do not see the white. That's sun. And you see how we have some patches of clearing over our area. Parts of southeast Missouri, far southeast Missouri has had some sun. Kate values are rising in these areas, and it won't take much today. It won't take much lift at all to produce some heavy thunderstorms. So again, we need to keep an eye on that. We'll see how it goes later today, but I suspect we're not finished with the heavy rain just yet. We do have a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms from parts of northeast Arkansas into southern Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky today. Now, this is an upgrade. Earlier, they had us in general thunderstorms. That's this light green. But the dark green means a few storms could reach severe levels. And from what I've looked at, that seems reasonable later this afternoon and evening, that maybe a few thunderstorms could produce damaging winds. Let's keep an eye on it. It's not a sure bet forecast again today. That's been the case the last few days, actually, especially for Kentucky and Tennessee. Confidence has been higher for the Missouri and Illinois part of the forecast over the last 48 hours. And Kentucky, Tennessee has been questionable, and that remains so today. There's disagreement on the forecast, so let's just keep an eye on it and see if showers and thunderstorms do develop. I think they will develop later this afternoon, and I think some of them could be on the heavy side. Let me show you a few guidance packages, models. Now remember, I tell you all the time, models are guidance and not gospel. They're never going to be exactly right. You have to look at a lot of different guidance packages, radar, satellite, to come up with an accurate forecast. But I do want to show you what this is indicating might happen later today. This is Futurecast radar. And as we move through the morning, you see that it captures that band of showers and thunderstorms to our north. I showed you radar a while ago. That's what's happening to our north. So far, that's correct. And we're watching this area to the south move northward towards our area, and then we'll watch and see if new thunderstorms develop along the leading edge of that area coming up from the south. Let's stop here at about, let's see, 18Z, 1920Z, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You do see more showers and thunderstorms moving into the Missouri Boot Hill, parts of southeast Missouri, southern Illinois, and western Tennessee. This is the area I'm going to be watching today to see what happens as it moves northward, if more thunderstorms develop in this area, and some of those could be strong. Once again, we'll see if that happens. As we move through the evening hours, we get to about 6 o'clock in the evening. You see heavy thunderstorms over southern Illinois, heavy storms in western Kentucky, and some heavy storms in west Tennessee as well. Any of this rain that falls in this atmosphere could produce 1, 2, 3 inches of rain per hour. There's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. Precipitative water values are high, and the rain rates, and even the lighter looking showers on radar, the rain rates have been quite high. They're really tropical like downpours, and you can get a lot of rain in a short amount of time when that happens. We keep moving through the evening hours, and we'll stop here at about 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, you see very heavy thunderstorms over parts of southern Illinois, west Kentucky, and west Tennessee. Flash flooding is possible over west Kentucky today and tonight. Same for Tennessee. Pretty much the whole area is going to have at least some risk for flash flooding. Now, those areas that have already received 6, 7, 8, 9 inches of rain, 4 inches of rain, they're going to flood easier. It would not take much at all for more flash flood warnings to have to be issued for southeast Missouri and southern Illinois. Ground is super saturated in some areas, so just a few showers and thunderstorms moving over the same area, training is what I call that, moving over the same area could produce flash flooding. My concern over the last few days that I've been telling people for Kentucky and Tennessee may be that a few stronger thunderstorms develop, that they train over the same areas. And if that happens, you could have flash flooding, especially areas like, let's just say, Paducah, McCracken County. If you got a couple of thunderstorms back to back that produce 2, 3, 4 inches of rain, you're going to have some flash flooding concerns. And that has been my concern for Kentucky and Tennessee, because the atmosphere is going to be more unstable in these areas over the next few days. So we need to continue to monitor, even if you have not received any rainfall yet at all. Continue to monitor this situation today, Monday, and Tuesday, because thunderstorms could develop and they could produce flash flooding as we move forward. We're not out of the woods just yet. We keep moving through the overnight hours, and we'll get into the 10 and 11 o'clock range on this map, and we see heavy showers and thunderstorms over parts of Missouri and Illinois tonight, and then lighter rains after the heavier storms move out. So this isn't over. You can see by the models here that we still have quite a bit of rain to go. Several inches of rain are still possible. As a matter of fact, would not surprise me if some areas pick up 3 to 6 additional inches of rain between now and Tuesday. We'll just have to continue to watch Kentucky and Tennessee. That's been the area of lowest confidence all along, and that continues to be a question mark today. But I do think showers and thunderstorms are going to develop today and this afternoon, and some of them could be on the heavy side.